Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up?
What it do, what it do, what it do?
I'm your girl, Brooke Manley.
I'm Justin Gordon.
And today, we are going to be talking about how to work a full-time job, how to build a business and a brand, and
Keep this shit going. What you got for us, baby? What's tip number one?
Number one. Create and set your intentions. So often I have found that him and I have gone into things blindfolded, and we come out with the outcomes that don't align with what we intended or what our expectations were, and we're like, what the heck is going on? My tips for you guys: say it out loud, feel the power in your voice, and don't be afraid to let the other people know what your intentions are.
So really think about it. So in any type of situation, if it were to go perfectly, what would that look like? Set that intention of what it would look like if it went perfectly for you, because setting the intention, it just doesn't allow any of the BS or anything else to come in.
It really helps kind of neglect those distractions that are lurking all around us, just waiting for that one moment for you to cave in. Number two. Make a routine for creating time versus partner time. This one is so important. Oh my goodness. So, sit down with your partner and understand what both of those times look like. What are the boundaries? For partner time, does that mean there's no social media? It's just you two? So be it. Make sure you guys know. For creating time, does that mean you guys don't work at the same time or in the same room? So be it, but make sure you both know and are on the same page at the same time.
That was a bit harder for me when I'm not focused. Then I tend to look back. Hey, babe, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it just, all the distractions just allow less productivity. So when I am not executing, it definitely bleeds into our relationship, just because.
Absolutely.
I know exactly how we want to live it, and if my actions don't follow up to, basically produce the results of how we're gonna live, then that just builds up one, frustration and tension within myself. Then that bleeds into the relationship.
So that's why it's really important for you guys to sit down and whatever it is you guys envision together, to make sure that your daily actions align with your future goal. Because otherwise it can really set you guys apart, as it has previously for us before we actually sat down and said, look, this is a reoccurring issue for us. What can we do so that doesn't keep happening?
And then with that, like with execution, and like basically you have to have a strong willpower. Willpower is being able to make the right decision when you need to make that right decision. And I believe, willpower is like a muscle. Either you use it or you lose it. And if you don't use it at all, why do you think it's so hard for you to make that right decision that you're supposed to do? So, little things that have helped me build my willpower. This may sound crazy, but it works. And it's taking cold ass showers. It absolutely builds that willpower that you want, just because do you really want to go in there and take a cold shower? Absolutely not. But you're going to do it anyway. So therefore, it's going to build that willpower muscle that you have.
Absolutely. Number three. This is all mental. You have to learn to live in a state of happiness. And I'm not saying to go around be this happy old jolly person like everything's just okie dokie fine. No, because let's just be real. Like, life's downfalls are inevitable, and honestly, thank God they are, because that is what makes you as a person and your character and so forth. That's a different story. But if you don't create a routine, a cool off routine, you are going to start reacting rather than responding to the situation. And all those negative emotions that curate during that time are going to bleed into the rest of your day, into the rest of your relationships, the time, whatever it is. But
what she was saying, so everybody brings home some type of stress, from work. From a book that I read, it's called High Performance Habits. The author goes into basically a technique that allows you to release all the stress that you have. It's becoming a master of transitions. Throughout your day, you have hundreds of different transitions. That from waking up in your bed and you going to brush your teeth. Hopefully you brush your teeth right. So from you, getting ready at work or getting ready at home. And then driving to your job, that's a transition. From you being at your job, going out to your car to drive home, that's a transition. So being able to master those transitions. Like, what are you really telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that my boss was being an asshole? No, release all of that. Literally, in your head, tell yourself, release, 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 as you're taking deep breaths in and out, in and out, in and out. And, that definitely just releases any stress that you have, from a prior event. But you approach the next situation in a calm state of mind.
Yeah. And that goes back to the whole setting your intentions as well, because prior to that transition, if you set that intention, and I'm not saying it has to be something large, but just as simple as, I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to control myself and my emotions rather than them controlling me.
Right.
Like, that is an intention right there. So just being aware of those transitions and setting those intentions prior to the transition will really help you master your day, and which all goes back to what you come back home to, whether you're building a business and brand on the side or a relationship. Like, it really helps because you're learning to tame those emotions.
Absolutely.
Number 4. Fueling that beautiful body of yours. I think this is overlooked so freaking much. You need to get enough rest, fuel your body with the correct types of food and nutrients, and you need to put yourself first. Okay? So often people think that it's the kids first, that it's their spouse first, that it's their job first, or their dogs, or whatever. And why do you think every single day you come home and you're depleted? You wake up and you're depleted because you've not had time to refuel your body, to put love into yourself. Like, you need that. Not only that, everything that we're talking about, building a business, working a full-time job, keeping a relationship going, all of this takes energy. And if you don't have the energy, either 1, you're not going to do it, or 2, you're still going to do it, but you're not going to execute to the fullest because, let's just face it, you're out of energy, right? Fuel your body.
Fuel that body.
And that doesn't mean, last thing, with Mickey D's and sodas and all that bullshit that's just draining your body and helping you step 1 inch closer to death. No.
Number 5.
Sure. Number 5.
Number 5. This is pretty important. Celebrate the small wins. No matter how small they are. Say you go to the gym, you had a good workout. You got to celebrate that win. You have to, because 1, not only do you feel better about yourself, 2, you begin just building this momentum.
Exactly.
You build this momentum, and your partner feels the momentum, and and it just makes the relationship thriving, and you begin just to attract a lot more wins throughout your life and throughout many different areas. Not with just your health, not with just your business, not with just your relationship.
Right.
Literally anything that you like that happened. Celebrate that win. Celebrate it.
I mean, and even that, it just really helps you feel better about yourself and to help you recognize, because I feel like so often we don't recognize how much change we truly are making. So it's just being aware of those little steps that we have been doing on a daily basis to get us to that larger picture, right? So I mean, that just helps in general. Especially when your results aren't showing yet and you allow your external circumstances to blur the vision of how much work you actually do put in. Number 7. Number 7. Oh, wait, we went from 5 to 7, but that's okay. Still gotta learn to count.
Wow, so you tell yourself that you're like, something's going to be hard, and I relate to that. If I know something's gonna be hard, if I know it's gonna be a lot to do, I fuck around, might not even want to do it. No, I'll just be honest. I'll be honest. But instead of telling yourself that it's gonna be hard, say it's gonna be easy. You know what? Hitting the gym, it's about to be easy. I'm about to kill it. It's gonna be easy. Because not only do you actually show up to that workout,
showing up, that's number 1.
2, you actually perform.
You perform with it being easy. That's what you put into your mind. That's the intention that you had. That's the impression that's set in your brain now.
That it's gonna be
to that
easy.
Little noggin. So now you perform, and it's a little bit easier than what you thought it was gonna be. It's that simple.
Simple. It's easy. So
it was create and set your intentions. Make a routine for creating time and partner time.
Creating a different story.
It's all mental. Get that noggin right.
Becoming a master of your transitions.
You are this beautiful body.
And celebrate those small itty bitty little wins, because once you do all these things right here,
it becomes a little bit more easy.
It becomes a little bit more easy, like she said.
Until next time, everybody. I'm Brooke Manley.
I'm Justin Gordon.
Peace out.
We shall see you next week.